Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Svempa here, going to give you a game in the incredible tank T29 on Siegfried Line. I'll be showing you how a tank which isn't perfectly suited for an urban environment still can make an impression on a game if you take advantage of the opposition's mistakes. And well, here we go. The thing about the T29 is that it's not nimble or quick. It's a steady, slow, quite well armoured, at least on the turret tank. The turret is incredible. It's a major hull down machine. It's got great gun depression and quite good gun elevation. Not the best, but good enough. And also the front hull of the armor, of the tank, sorry, is it's good enough. As you can see, it's sloped, but it's got a massive weak spot, and those bumps at the top of it can really get you into trouble if you're not hull down properly. And they are hard to hit if you're in a good incline, but at a bad incline, you might get some shots through there. It's but when you play it well, this tank really rewards you for it. And as you quite understand, I've got no real choice but to get into town. I'm a top tier tank on Siegfried Line, and I've got to be stuck in and fighting the opposition. Even though this tank doesn't really like that, because if it gets flanked, it's got slow turning speed and poor armor, which makes it really vulnerable to quick mediums. Luckily they don't have that many quick mediums. They've got some, but not many. But they won't pose a threat to me. And as you can see, my first shot goes high, and then I spot this D-Max, and as you 100 is a bit trigger happy. He decides to stay in the line of sight of the D-Max. Luckily I steer the D-Max away, so he can't outrun it. And as you can see, I'm quite reluctant to go around the corner more than necessary. I know that the IS has got bad gun aiming time, sorry. He's got a great gun, not bad aiming time. And he apparently came out of that corner at the same time I did. If he hadn't, he'd probably be properly aimed. And as you can see, I'm not quite sure what's on the left here. I always know that the 6, 7 and 8 lines are usually crowded. But as you can see, our people have been pushing quite hard. And now I see the IS, so I know that, okay, the right hand side is clear. And then take the
like that one went right through.
ARL. Go straight through. So I'm an T6 tank you're firing on with a 198 penetration with this gun. That is quite effective. And as you can see here now, I see the target and the P25 and 10, and I decide, yeah, I better push here. Maybe I can get some shots into them. It's still early in the game, so their T29 decided that he probably wanted to snipe. That's well for some reason. The Hellcat is taken down, take a shot at the side. As you can see here, their team has positioned themselves quite poorly.
We're immobilized.
For anything other
hit.
than shooting at me when I came out here, which is interesting. Maybe they switched sides, or maybe they were just stupid enough not to leave the spawn.
That's gotta hurt.
And as you can see, at long range, the turn of this tank is quite good. But I took the second last shot that I will take this game. He can one-shot me now, but I know that it's being pushed a lot. I take advantage. As you can see here, I've made a slight mistake getting here, but being in a good tank, now I'm in a position where I can get into trouble, but I don't, because I twitch around a lot, and therefore they can't really do much to me.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
And that's always the tip when you're in a situation where you're fired upon from many angles, is always wiggle your tank.
We nailed it bad.
So that increases angles, and due to lags, not to speak lag, you see but if you keep continuing to toss and turn your tank around, you get some lucky bounces. And anyway, as you can see here, we won this one. I have taken a beating, but not more than I could handle. I came to my senses when I was shot in the arse, and for some reason their VK decided the side was the perfect angle to face me with, and I took full advantage. So as you can see, a Top Gun, which is quite nice. It was possible for me to get a 7-kill game, but I decided that, nah, just have a shot at him, let someone else have him more or less, but I could still have gotten him, so fire, but someone else kills him. But there you have it, 4K game, 6 frags in a T29 on Siegfried Line. I played it not necessarily to its strengths, more than the fact that I made sure to keep the front to the enemy at all times, and you know, used the fact that they were way too passive at the center. If the IS hadn't decided to head over to the other flank, it might have been a different story. I might have been in trouble. Luckily though, our team were quite efficient at you know, following my lead, so to speak. When I started pushing, they all were either already pushing or started to push directly after. So there you have it, timing A&O in T29. It's always something to think about, even no matter what tank you play. Thank you for watching. I've been Svempa. I will see you around.